It's a sad day here on the farm. This is my very first map that I ever played, and I've got 300 plus hours into this map, and it is time to liquidate and move on to other adventures. So I wanted to kind of show what the farm has become, where we ended up, and then go through the liquidation process. You can see in the video, we started out in, I think it's farm manager mode is the middle one, where you start out with 1,500,000 or so, and and build on it. And after 15 years, I've as of today, I've sold all of our excess inventory. All the products and grains and bales and stuff have been sold. Um, all the animals and buildings and equipment are still here, so we're going to be doing that during this video. And um, I just wanted to close this thing out as kind of the inaugural foray into Farming Simulator. Let's see. Give you a kind of a tour a little bit. So I'm up in the kind of the corner near Johnson's Farmers Market is right over there. That field is the first one I ever bought because it was not cultivated when I bought it or when I started. So I bought it, and then not knowing what I was doing, got late in the first afternoon, and I asked my brother who introduced me to this game. I was like, okay, now what? And he goes, well, you have to sleep. And I said, well, where do you sleep? And he said, well, you have to have a farmhouse. Well, I didn't have a farmhouse, and I didn't want to take up my one field there to get it. At that time, none of that was there. So I kind of panic bought, trying to find a place to sleep, and wound up buying this whole thing here for like $700,000. Um, and it put me really kind of behind for several years trying to catch up a lack of cash for operations, but we finally did. And so I wound up by the end of this. That's the pallet storage mod, the large one. That's the multi-fruit buying station, which came in real handy for feeding the 14 large chicken barns with 360 chickens apiece. And then later, probably 3 years ago, game time, I added the large sheds with workshop. And so this is the main original part of the farm. Somewhere in the middle, I wound up splitting the farm, which caused a little bit of extra work. Let's see. So that's what I own here now. And then if we go, we'll get into some of this later. But if we go over to here and go up, this was a field of something, and so I was looking into some animal husbandry and such. So I decided I would start with sheep. So I put in a couple sheep barns and put in a couple of spinneries, and that field over there came with it. So I put one tailor shop down, and then later I expanded to 4 total sheep barns, and this is also the small version of the pallet storage. And then I added a third spinnery, and then at some point, I guess when I did that, I bought a couple of fields back here just for grass to have something local to make hay from. Eventually put a silo there and another large barn and bought that field. And then I got into doing some grain stuff, and I bought all this down in here and raised canola in it for 2 or 3 years. I think probably the last 3 years I did that. And then the last 2 years, I actually bought all of that over there and raised canola in it as well. And that little field there is mine. Had canola in it when I bought it. So anyway, that's kind of where the farm is ending up. I certainly made a bunch of mistakes as we went through this. Put things too close together. Like if I had it to do over again, I thought I could get 3 sheep barns in that field, but when I sold the original little building that was sitting right there, it left this info icon. It wouldn't let me build over it, so I kind of got in trouble there. Had I known that, I would have probably scooted this one over and have it given me some room to drive between it. I'm using the pallet auto load truck mod, which is really nice, but only if you don't let it go so long picking up wool that get 2 rows there, then you can't drive between it. But in any case, that's what we wound up with. We're going to be selling all this land and buildings and stuff here in a little bit as well. So I think probably up to now, like I said, we sold everything, all of the wool and grains and eggs and all of that stuff. So let me go up here. All of the vehicles have been pressure washed, repaired, repainted, and are nicely aligned as if we were having an actual farm sale, selling out sale. Several people when I was a kid I knew that did that as they got old enough that they couldn't take care of their farms anymore. They would have a sale and sell off all their equipment. As you can probably tell, I'm a huge John Deere person, so I pretty much exclusively run John Deere gear as far as tractors are concerned, and wherever else I can get implements. I think there's a few mods that I don't have that would give me a few implements that we're going to check into in the next map. But Mack truck back there, there's a couple of auto load, pallet auto load mod trucks, and just various and sundry field equipment. The John Deere Combine, I definitely won't get that one again because it's really small. Next map, I want to really try to get into some pretty serious grain operations, so I'm going to need something a lot larger than that. But it served me pretty well until just this last year when I just couldn't get enough harvesting done with the one thing. So that's where we are. So we're going to take a little bit here and go and start selling some animals. That's probably going to be pretty boring, so I'll likely speed through this and on the final video kind of double time it, because it takes a while to sell 360 chickens times 14, only doing it 60 at a time. So let's get into that and see what we can do. Down to animals, and this is going to be just one thing after another. No, I guess you can't do it from there. I guess you have to go to the actual place. All right, we can do that. Here, we'll sell all the chickens first. I started to say get rid of them, but that sounds really bad. So we will sell the chickens. Look, they put some eggs out here that I probably should have picked up and gone, but I've already done that once, and I'm not going to do it again. Okay, so let's sell some chickens. Select, sell. Oh, not one. Hold on. We want way more than that. 60. There we go. Let's sell some chickens. Okay, let's do it again. I'm gonna come back and sell it. Well, it already changed the quantity on me. That kind of bites. All right, so that barn is empty. That's 1 of 14 done. This interface could be a little better here. If you got a lot of animals, it takes a long time. Crap. You gotta click 30 times twice on every barn, which takes a minute. All right, there's 2 barns emptied. Look at the numbers on this one. Get all the animals sold and see what we get. Just clicking away. That time the rooster happened to be at the bottom. Just kind of, oh, because I'm doing it 30 at a time. After you do it a few times, you kind of get a rhythm going with the keyboard. It's almost faster to do that 30 at a time a few extra times than it is to click the quantity change 60 different times. All right, there's 3 done. Get him out of the way. He's up at the top. This. Changed it to 30 forest. So let's get the roosters first this time. We'll get him out of the way. Speed through these 60 at a time. Okay. That's 6 barns done. Rooster again. Yeah, when I did this the first time, I moved some barns around. This was like painful. That seems to be, all right, there's half of the barns done. Just bear with me, we're gonna get there. Like there's a 30 chickens at the end there, so it actually does help us a little bit. You only have to do this once per barn basically, and then it resets it back to 30 at the end. Okay. Moving right along. Okay, just a couple more. Well, there's more than a couple in there. It's about, autosave got me. All right. Barn down. We got 3 to go. All right. Okay, 2 more barns to go. And then we'll hop over and sell the sheep. And 1 more. Not sure what the arbitrary decision was to make. All right, so I'm just going to run back there and make sure I hadn't missed any. 0 animals. don't want to lose out on liquidating, getting some money back just because I was not paying attention and I skipped a barn. Backside's clear. Guess I could just look in the fence and see if there's any in there, but okay. Looks like we didn't miss any. All right, so let's go get the sheep and get them gone. So we'll skip over to sheep pen numero uno. There's a bunch around here. Oops, I guess that's number 2, isn't it? All right, we'll start with number 2. So 65 sheep in here. Telling me I can't go backwards and there's only one of those. Oh no, that's the buy menu. I don't want to buy sheep. I want to get rid of them. Can I not sell them here? Ah, there we go. That's better. 10 of those. Got that one. 30 of those. Not nearly as many clicks required for a sheep barn. All right, that's pins 1 and 2 cleaned out. We'll skip back to 3 and 4. Still have fly mode on. Five at a time. Okay, pin 3's done. Pin 4. Oh, wow, there's 60 of those in there. All right. Work. And pin 4 is done. Let's see. Take a look at some finance and see what our animals brought us. Let's see. Sold animals, $347,000 in sold animals, and they'd all been there for quite a while. The chickens had been there for probably 15 years total, probably 7-ish, and the sheep pens have been there for probably 10. So not a bad return. All right, so that's the animals. So I'm going to go back over to the main part of the farm. Let's see. Yeah, let's do buildings next, and then we'll end out over here where we started at the shop. Let's go here, and we will get into build mode. Whoops, we'll glide. And we'll start with the sheep pen, with the chicken coops. So sell that one. Sure. Those are 79,000 or so a piece, so not quite half. Just leaving the eggs back there too. Yeah, I should bring a truck back over here and get them. $28,000 to $30,000 a piece times 14. That's a nice little chunk of change from those buildings. Okay, let's go over here and get the Multi-fruit buying station, and the pallet storage. Those are really inexpensive to begin with. And right, this little dot right here, pressure washer. Okay, I think, let's take a look at the map. Other than the house, I'm going to sell the house the very last. That's everything up on that side. So, back to build mode. I've been there about 4 years. It said 43 months. Pressure washer that I put back there. Gas. I didn't find, oh wait, there's a seed station. There we are. Yeah, let's get rid of that. I didn't find any way to sell like excess fertilizer and things, so that's that. All those eggs. It's here. The only thing left is the house up here. So let's go to the secondary part of the farm. Build mode. Sell these sheep pens. Oh, that's not my... I'm gonna try this. Value 27. I don't think you're getting... That's a stock. I'm gonna leave that there. Alright, let's get rid of the spinneries. While I'm thinking about it, hidden right there. Yep, another one. You guys, you guessed it. I do like me some clean tractors. Oh, that's my guy sound. I was like, what is that standing there? It's me. Okay. They left a little bit of wool too. We'll just leave that for the next owner. Large shop, gas station. Guessed it, the pressure washer. Seeds, fertilizer. Those are all like big pallets. Okay, I think that is it. Let's just take a look at the map. Yep, nothing there. Right, so I guess it's time to go sell the equipment. This is going to be a sad day. I will miss Johnny a lot. All my John Deere. Let's see, can I do that from here? Please don't tell me I have to take them to sell the chainsaw. I really hope I don't have to pull them all over here and sell them. Thought you could do that from a menu. Let's see. What's in here? Yeah, here we go. Mods and DLCs. Here's what I have. All right, so let's start down here with weights. Yeah, here we go. Sell. Had a couple of weights. Back end of my diesel pickup. A couple of trailers. Pallet force. This bucket I used one time because I spilled canola out on the ground. I wasn't sure how to operate the auger wagon. Oh, there's how I sell the chainsaw. I love it. This is just kind of auctioneers having fun with this. Selling stuff right and left. I did like that triple hopper grain. Harvesters, buy a little harvester. Trucks. Okay, let's sell the Mac first. start with little Johnny, 6120M, and get the medium, the 6R, followed by the two big guys. And we are out of equipment. So that is all of our animals, buildings, and equipment except for the house. Let's see, wrong menu. Here we go. What's that put us? All right. Oh, and land. We hadn't sold land yet. So we are at, what do we get for sold vehicles is 1.3 million. Sold buildings, 1.1 million. So let's get into some land. Start getting rid of some fields here. Right, so we'll start up here with this one, and we will sell it. Yes. Just work our way through these fields. Taking just a minute, but we'll get there momentarily. Okay. So we have two more. Actually, we have more than that. All right, at this point, I got to go sell the house. Oh yeah. Right. Back into build mode one more time. Sell the house. It's only worth $5,000. Multi-millionaire, and I'm living in a $5,000 house trailer. That's great. X, and the final plot of property. Yes. And what is our grand total after all of that? $14,789,060 after the liquidation sale. So I'm going to take that number and using one of the Power Tools mods, when I start my new map, I'm going to put that number back into the next map, and it'll be just like we were selling out from one operation and moving to another. So thanks for watching. This has been an incredibly fun learning experience. I just got into some advanced mods like Courseplay and Auto Drive that I'm looking forward to really expanding usage of in my next map, and setting up some pretty massive scale type operations. But anyhow, that was kind of a quick recap of my first foray into Farming Simulator 22. Thank y'all.